Hi people, it's me again, Marino Ravenberg. In this video, I'm going to briefly cover the Persian god Mithra or Mithra. I'm going to pronounce it Mithra because as far as I know, that's how it's pronounced originally. That's spelled Mithra, and he is a god that's also mentioned within Zoroastrianism. So if you want to peg him within a certain pantheon, the religion that he belongs to is Zoroastrianism. This is basically the second god that I'm covering, Zoroastrianic god that I'm covering. The other one was Ariman. Yeah. So you can check the link in the description below, as well as wait for the end screen on an explanation of who Mithra is. Long story short, Mithra, I'm gonna read from the article itself that's linked in the description of this video. Mithra is the Persian god of the rising sun, contracts, covenants, and friendship. He oversaw the orderly change of the seasons, maintained cosmic order, and was responsible for bestowing divine grace on kings, legitimizing their rule, and as a protector of the faithful was also invoked by warriors before battle, and so became known as a god of war. That's it. If you want to know, again, read the article. If you want to know the rest, you name it. I'm not gonna delve too deep into Mithra's backstory. As always, when I do a spirit video, I'm going to discuss what Mithra has to offer, what that spirit has to offer in this case, that spirit in this case being Mithra, what he has to offer, and to an occultist that wants to work with him, and related or relevant details. So all you need to remember is that Mithra is the Persian god of the sun, essentially. And the pantheon he belongs to is Zoroastrianism. And yeah, what else can I say? Last but not least, he's also linked to the gods that the Romans called Mithras or Mithras. Okay, they're one and the same. Basically, Mithras is Mithra through a Roman lens, essentially, roughly translated, to put it that way. Yeah, Mithra is, despite the fact that he is seen as the Zoroastrianic god of the sun, etc., is mercurial. He aligns with 11 degrees in Gemini, unsurprisingly, since he deals with things of an everyday nature, like the description that I read also already states. Mercury is unsurprising. The 11 degrees specifically stands for being versatile, as in being capable of multiple things or doing multiple things, as well as being critical. That can be positive as well as negative. But in Mithra's case, since he was a benevolent god in general, he is seen as the god of light, protector, and all of that. So he's basically a benevolent spirit. The critical refers to constructive criticism. And yeah, that's pretty much it. What he offers to occultists or any person that wants to work with him is just that. Okay, excelling in daily life and improving your quality of life as a whole. Mithra reminds me of Zeus. He reminds me of those kinds of figures. That's the kind of guy that he is. I mean, that's the kind of quote unquote guy he is. You can lump him together in that order, basically, within the broad scope of pagan gods. So yeah, that's it. In terms of appearance, he appears as what the average Persian looked like back then. The average Persian or Parthian, all the civilizations that you can loosely align with Persia, okay, or the average Babylonian, if you will. Middle Eastern looking man with a beard and dressed in Middle Eastern robes of that time era specifically, with a book in his hand, as well as a bow, and he can also wear military apparel, and he also has a fondness for Alexander the Great, but that's due to Alexander invading Persia and also coming into contact with Mithra and Zoroastrianism in general, and then bringing it back to the Hellenistics or Greece and surrounding regions, to put it that way. And what else can I say about Mithra? Let me see. I'm sorry for the silence. I'm just briefly checking. I don't want to miss anything. Um, yeah, okay. In relation to the Romans, you can simply see the part in the article called the Roman cult of Mithras. They're essentially the same, and the whole symbolism in relation to sacrificing bulls. That's where Romans get it from. Again, you can read up on all of it. I'm not really going to go deep into anything. Yeah, that's in essence what Mithras looks like, and that's what he has to offer. So you need to keep in mind, Mercurial, specifically Gemini, can offer you, if you want to work with Mithra, you can. He offers you improving your daily life as a whole. So everything that you consider of a mundane nature and being versatile, like multitasking and all of that stuff, thereby improving your quality of life and your living standard, is what he offers to you. That's the main thing that those were the main things that he was worshipped for. Mithras is also accompanied by a goddess that I can't put my finger on, but it's mentioned in the article. I also briefly saw her, but I need to wade through the article to find her name. But it's okay, it doesn't matter really. Okay, this is about Mithra after all. No offense to her. And yeah, that's it. In general, he's a benevolent character, and that's also what he expects. He expects you to be benevolent, and he says he does not welcome troublemakers in general unless the root of their troublemaking is justified, as in they're in the karmic right in whatever trouble they wish to cause. So yeah, that's essentially it, and I'm done. See you guys later. Ciao.